Hello, this is Scott Cowan, president of Tulane University, speaking from Houston, Texas on September 3rd. There's no way to describe the catastrophic events of the past week. It has been unbelievably difficult for everyone associated with the university and our beloved city of New Orleans.
So I'd actually applied to Tulane from overseas. So I never got a chance to, visit the school, tour the school. So I just arrived on the 27th of August, got to stay for 2 to 3 hours tops. And then they told us we had to evacuate, and I had to leave the city.
Intensified to Category 5 hurricane, and my dad tried everything he could. He tried rental cars, planes, everything. Last shot was a limo, called a limo company, and for a very cheap $3,700, got us to drive all the way to Chicago.
During the Katrina semester, I was at Columbia in New York.
I went to the University of Oregon. My first semester was at Syracuse University.
We had a plan. We returned to Baylor. Baylor had a lot of resources and space for us. They let us set up shop. They let us become Tulane School of Medicine at Baylor College of Medicine, the only part of Tulane that was functioning at the time.
We ended up in different places, and my phone wasn't working at the time, so I hadn't really heard from anyone to see where anyone was. And because I have a 504 area code. And then I was at dinner one night in Tennessee, and my phone rang, and it was Stefan. And then after that, he was the only person that could get through.
So once we moved to Houston, we started dating, and then last November, I asked her to marry me.
So as soon as we were allowed back in, I was on the plane ready to come back to the city, and wanted to help rebuild the city and showed the world that the city will survive and it will still thrive.
I had a friend that told me it's the only city he's ever missed like a woman. And I feel that way about it.
You come for 3 hours even on campus, and you fall in love with the city and you're committed to the city, and there's a pride that you feel when you're here.
Who wouldn't want to be a part of a class that decided to come to Tulane 2 times?
It made me who I am today, and I knew that after Katrina I had to do something to give back to it.
I came back because the city and the school has a spirit that no hurricane is ever going to break. And I think from coming back, I've even seen that it's even stronger.
I was sort of forced to go to another school after Katrina, and it didn't occur to me that I would, not come back. There was no option.
They cut cross country, they cut track and field, they fired my coach, and they cut my major, and I still came back. Mostly because I love Tulane.
I think the city has a lot in store for it, a lot of good, and I want to be part of this revolution that we're seeing in New Orleans. So for me, that's the biggest reason why I'm staying put.
To the extraordinary 2009 graduating class of Tulane University, we at Benjamin Banneker, and with me are 3rd graders from Banneker this year, who would like to say thank you to you for all of your hard work. You've helped us throughout the last three years particularly, more than 200 of you a year, coming here to volunteer with our students.
Tulane, Tulane, #1! Tulane, Tulane, #1! Thank you, Tulane! Thank you, Tulane! We love you!
The mobile health units come here every Tuesday, and they've been doing so for about 1.5 years now since our school opened. They estimate that they see around 200 patients monthly, not just here at Esperanza, but including in other communities. Gracias, Tulane!
When the classes came back, because I started working. And I haven't stopped since. So thank you, Tulane, and thank the students and for putting it back to work and putting all the drivers back. So thank you all, thank the students.
Tulane's been the greatest comeback since Lazarus, and everyone knows it, and it's because of you, the fact that you came back against all odds and you helped to rebuild this university, and we'll never forget you.
You didn't have to come back to Tulane and New Orleans after Katrina, but you believed in our city and helped us get back on our feet, and because of that, I'm one of your biggest fans. Congratulations to the Tulane class of 2009.
We should, show incredible pride in what this class has exhibited. You have been an inspiration to the city of New Orleans.
Your many sacrifices have made an indelible mark on our recovery efforts and have made our city stronger because of it.
Your efforts have not only benefited you, they've helped to ensure the continuation of Tulane for many future classes of scholars.
To all the members of the great class of 2009 at Tulane, I have to say, when we were in that Superdome at the height of that storm, I wasn't sure there would be a Tulane. And today I am quite sure there would not be in New Orleans. It would not have come back so fast and so strong without all my friends at Tulane. Congratulations, and don't ever stop.
As Louis Armstrong once said, a famous resident of the Crescent City, what we play is life. And you've played it really well so far. Congratulations to the Katrina class. You know, when most of you got to New Orleans 4 years ago, the city looked pretty different than it does now. And in 4 years since that time, you've not only gotten a degree from one of the finest institutions in America, but in the process, you've done so much to breathe life back into a treasured American city. Because of you, the Crescent City has gotten its strut back. And because of you, the whole future looks a whole lot brighter. As a proud father of a 2003 Tulane alum, I congratulate you all and wish you success in the years to come. You certainly deserve it. You've done a great job so far.
You believed in the city of New Orleans and made a difference by volunteering thousands of hours of community service. It's clear to me that you didn't let anything get you down, just the opposite. Your college life made you stronger, and in so doing, you made Tulane and New Orleans stronger. For that, I commend you, and I thank you.